John Bunyan said, "You have not lived today until you have done something for someone who can never repay you." On the morning of December 22nd, 2013, 17-year-old Savannah Robertson was involved in a tragic head-on collision on Highway 75 south of Plattsmouth. In critical, unstable condition, she was life-flighted to a nearby hospital, where later that day, she was pronounced brain dead. On the following day, December 23rd, 2013, my best friend and fellow speech team member died. But you see, that day, she also lived. Because Savannah was more than a dancer, an actor, a speaker, a singer, a friend, and a daughter. She was an organ donor. In her death, she gave life to 6 other people and helped to improve the lives of over 50 others. According to the American Transplant Foundation, currently more than 124,000 men, women, and children are in need of life-saving organ transplants, and another name is added to this list every 10 minutes. The need for organ donors is steadily rising, and your decision to become one can have a positive, lasting, life-saving impact. Today, we'll discuss the need for organ donors, the common misconceptions about becoming one, and the impact a single organ donor can make. Savannah's kind character and beautiful personality are what prompted her to become an organ donor. She was always one to give, one to look out for others. Unfortunately, the number of people as generous as Savannah was isn't as high as it needs to be, and there's still an extreme need for donor registration. Right now, there are more than enough people waiting for an organ to fill the Husker football stadium. Twice over. This number is rapidly growing, while the number of registered donors remains steady. A healthy, living donor can save or improve lives by donating part of their liver, lung, kidney, intestines, blood, or bone marrow. Organs that can be donated after death include the heart, liver, lung, pancreas, and small intestines. Not only organs, but tissues can be donated as well, such as the cornea, skin, vein, heart valve, tendons, ligaments, and bones. A donation can mean a new chance at life, or for others, a return to a normal lifestyle, and a freedom from dependence on costly routines and treatments. A donation can be the ability to see again, the ability to breathe, or the ability to walk, free from pain. Few people would argue that organ donation is not a good thing. However, few people would actually register to donate themselves. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Service states that about 90% of all Americans know about and fully understand organ donation. However, only about 30% know the essential steps it takes to become a donor. Registration is simple and easy, yet not many people take the short amount of time to do so. To register, one must simply visit the organdonor.gov website and follow the easy, on-screen instructions. Or, next time you have to pay an enjoyable visit to the DMV to update your license, you can simply check yes next to the box that says, "I would like to become an organ donor." Saving a life is that simple. The steps are simple and the reward is great. Unfortunately, there are many common misconceptions that oftentimes prevent people from becoming organ donors themselves. The decision not to donate is often based upon false information. One may have only heard half-truths or may have been wrongly influenced by outside sources such as the media. A quick Google search and a reliable website can easily help someone understand the process of organ donation a little bit better. Organizations such as the American Transplant Foundation, Donate Life, My Angel Foundation, Life Center, and so many others have websites chock full of information to help educate potential donors. In 2013, organdonor.gov published an article listing and dispelling many of the major myths and misconceptions surrounding organ donation. It is often falsely believed that following a tragic accident, a registered organ donor is not cared for how they should be at hospitals by doctors and medical staff. And the truth is, doctors and medical staff at hospitals have nothing to do with organ donation and are wholly concerned with their immediate patients' lives. Organ donation and transplants are not even considered or discussed until after death has been declared. It is also falsely believed that organ donation may be against one's religion, and that signing to donate would be considered morally wrong. In fact, most religions actually support organ donation and consider it one final gift of love and generosity towards others. These religions include Judaism, Islam, and most forms of Christianity. Another reason people may decide not to donate is because they think their age may prevent them from doing so. However, there is no age limit when it comes to organ donor registration, and those in need of transplants range from just babies to young adults to people in their late 80s. In 2013 alone, 607 infants and over 1,705 adults over the age of 65 received organ transplants. One final misconception is that following the donation of a loved one, they cannot have a traditional open casket funeral. This is anything but true. Donors are treated with the utmost respect, and a donation does not have any impact on the loved one's body. Even after Savannah's organs were removed and donated, she was able to have a beautiful open casket service. She looked beautiful, and her decision to donate had no impact on the funeral. Organ donation is a positive way to turn a tragedy, contrary to some common misconceptions. From death, there can be life. From tragedy, there can be triumph. The donation of even one person can leave a broad, lasting impact. As an organ donor, you have the potential to make a literal, life-saving impact on up to 8 people, and a life-improving impact on over 60, according to the United Network for Organ Sharing. You can touch the lives of hundreds of people, not just those that receive your organs and tissue, but their family and friends as well. A portion of a letter from Nebraska Organ Recovery to Savannah's parents following her death and donation contains some of the following information about her transplants. Savannah's left lung was transplanted into a 65-year-old male who is married and has 2 children. This man enjoys archery, hunting, muzzleloading, and being outdoors. Savannah's left kidney was transplanted into a 62-year-old female who is married and has 3 children. This woman is employed as a secretary. She enjoys reading, shopping, walking, and working on the computer. Because of Savannah's willingness to give, this man will be able to continue to participate in daily activities. This woman will be able to continue to make a difference at her job, and both of these people will continue to impact the lives of their spouse and children. The man to receive Savannah's liver explained how he and his family were impacted in a personal, handwritten letter to Savannah's parents. A portion reads as follows. I am writing to thank you for the gift of life I received on Christmas Eve, 2013. The importance cannot be stressed solely in words. You were critical in keeping my family together. You see, I am the father of a 17-year-old son who will graduate in a few weeks. Because of your gift, I can attend his graduation. Without it, I had only a few days left to live. I have been bedridden for 4 months, but can now walk, plant my garden, ride my bike, and be with my son. I realize that you lost a special person in your life, and I pray that you find comfort every day. However, I like to think of your gift and your loved one as living on with my family. My family, my friends, my wife, and my son, thank you. Savannah also gave the gift of life to someone in need of a heart transplant, and someone else in need of a lung transplant. She gave sight to 2 people in need of corneal transplants. So you see, today, somebody gets to love through Savannah's heart. Somebody gets to breathe in fresh air through Savannah's lungs, and 2 people get to see the world through Savannah's eyes. My best friend may not have had the chance to live, but because of her decision, 6 people did, and over 50 people's lives were improved because of 1 person. Today, we discussed the need for organ donors, the common misconceptions about becoming one, and the impact a single organ donor can make. A little over a year ago, I lost my best friend in a tragic car accident. Savannah changed my life and the lives of everybody around her. Even in death, she keeps on giving and changing lives. The need for organ donors is steadily rising, and your decision to become one can change lives too. You were born with the chance to save somebody's life, so please don't waste it.